Uh, we're at episode 66. So, yeah, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Play It Up podcast. Episode 66. We are recording on the 25th of April, 2026.
Mm.
Episode 66. 3 episodes away from episode 69, which is exciting. Surely we got to get Neil back for that
Hopefully,
episode,
Mrs.
or his mum.
and Mrs. Cairns.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, guest programmer.
2 cans for the price of one. Yeah, that's actually the
That's
advertising
right.
that she runs for herself.
Bloody hell, we'll get some hits
Half
on that.
price. 2 cans for the price of one.
Yeah, I watched all 2.5 hours, thoroughly disappointed with the toucan action. Yeah.
Terrible episode. They barely talked
Yes.
about 69s. Anyway, g'day, mate. It's just me and JM today. Other fellas are busy. Life is busy, so what can you do?
Mm.
I think it's been a bit over a month since the last episode, and I think a lot has happened in that time. JM, man, you've redesigned your games room a bit. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so the games room is in the spare bedroom, and the workspace when I work from home. So it's not the biggest room. It's kind of like a long, thin room, like a lot of Queenslander side rooms. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so it's okay. Like it's a cozy room, but I've had to make a lot of design decisions over the last few years about how I'm going to maximize the space.
Hmm.
So I've had the cabinet behind me the whole time, and then I bought another cabinet. And basically just used the top half and then got some brackets and made it into a big floating shelf. And then I put that behind the CRT sets and used that to hold the consoles and bits and pieces in. But the collection keeps growing, so I was like, all right, what are we going to do here to...
Hmm.
I need to get the bottom half of that cabinet out. So I got two bookshelves. Um, so we got rid of the filing cabinet and then basically built the other shelf, and now it's literally cost me nothing. It's already had the bracket. Yeah, so now I've got a Super Nintendo and Nintendo shelf, and then I've got I'm gonna attempt the pan. I've
Yeah.
got a
Give us the pan.
PlayStation dedicated shelf. Yeah,
Wow,
good old pan
dedicated
job.
PlayStation. The old pan job.
Yeah, so yeah, the pan job with a P. Yeah.
Oh right.
So
Yeah.
we've got PlayStation 1, 2. The shelving sizes are a little, like because the game sizes are so different. And
Yeah.
then going to 3, 4, 5, and just kind of room for the consoles. I don't know if we're sort of getting
I
all
can
that.
see the
Um,
PS4 down there, I think.
yeah, yeah. I had a mate gift me the PS4 Pro, so
Oh
yeah, I
wow.
got that down there ready to go. Yeah, I was like, dude, you sure? And he goes, yeah, I don't use it. I got a PlayStation 5. I went, oh, well, I'll look after it.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
but you've got a PS5 too, so
yeah,
really you're just using it as a nice display piece, or maybe a backup.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good backup. I don't know. There's something about playing things on their intended hardware. Hey,
Yeah,
and then you got
yeah,
like the PS3 as well. Like you can't play PS3 on anything else, so you kind of need to have a PS3, which is,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Unless you've got a
like my
decent
least.
like PC to emulate it on, but PS3s are so cheap.
Yeah, yeah, they are, which is good because I've gone through 3 or 4 of them.
Hmm.
They're just really temperamental and seem to have the most amount of disc-related problems so far, anyway.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I'm sure the PS4 might get there down the track, but at the moment the PS3s are like hitting 20 years old, so
Mm,
you're getting a lot of light errors, a lot of read errors. We got the whole thermal paste bullshit, all that sort of stuff.
true.
Um, and I kind of some of them I just can't be bothered learning how to pull them apart and fix them. So unfortunately, I kind of gift them or scrap them if they fall. So yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a lot of effort, and when it's not that expensive to get a new one, unless you know exactly what you're
Yeah,
doing with like if you've repaired multiple PS3s or you're just that kind of person who has repaired many different consoles, it's probably an easy fix. But I think for the first
yeah,
time, it's not. Yeah, man.
yep. And you've got a heck of a big story here. It's absolutely dwarfs my games room. So what's been happening for yourself?
Yeah, you've got news about a room, mate. I got news about a fucking entire property. You loser.
Yes,
You
nice one,
loser
man.
with your house that you already own.
Yeah, that's
uh,
right.
what a big pickup. I've picked up a huge debt and bought a townhouse in Wynnum West with Michelle. So that was pretty much what we
Yeah,
wanted.
wow.
We'd prefer a house, but then we've got to move further out where we don't really want to move to, and that'll
Yep.
be something we do in the future, probably upgrade and get a house. But for what we could do with what money we make and where we wanted to live, yeah, it was perfect. It's a 3 bedroom, so I'll get
Mm,
one of the rooms, which will be my study. It's like same setup as you, where I'm going to work and play my games. So
yep.
to in like a decent sized bedroom, something 3 point something meters by 2 point something, I think. So not huge, but I don't need heaps of
Yeah,
space.
that's
You know,
decent.
yeah, yeah, I'm happy with
Yeah.
that. Um, I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens once we're all set up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my arcade machine in the garage. But if I get a games room, I'm happy with that. I might end up seeing if Netherworld wants the arcade machine, um, or I can side it there. Maybe use it to make some money because yeah, I could see who wants one at their house, but I feel like anyone I know has got one already or doesn't care. Maybe you don't have an arcade machine, but maybe you don't want one. I don't know.
I got one.
Okay, there you go. Um,
I kind of get what you mean though. Yeah, I love it, but at the same time, it takes up a lot of room, eh?
yeah, I love mine too. With that recall box in it, it just plays everything so nicely. It's almost like you've got the PCB in there, and for games that come up that I want to practice for, that are like coming up at BPAC for competitions or the game of the month for GCS, just for game of the system. It's just nice to go out there and get on an arcade machine and play it with proper controls and stand up, and yeah, it's really cool to have. I'm playing a lot of Raiden 2 on it. I just go out there and have a few games because I'm still working on that. I want to keep getting better at it, but I'm not like, oh, I need to grind it. I don't want to grind it. I just want to play it. It's just you have to have that balance though, right? Like if you don't grind it a bit,
Yeah,
you're not really going to improve that much. You might just sort of tread water and maintain where you're at. Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'll keep playing it. I've got some save states now on MAME on the laptop, so but I need a save state of what I would, because the save states I got were like shitty. I didn't have the weapons I'd want and whatnot, but I was at the start of level 3, so I need to get a save state where I've got the weapons that I should have at that point, so then I can practice the level
Yeah.
as if it would be the run that I'm doing when I try to do like a
Mm.
proper run. Um, but yeah,
I think
pretty stoked. Got a townhouse now. It's just doing all the fucking paperwork and conveyancing and all that, getting formally approved with the bank, and yeah, but we're currently conditional, and the building and pest went well. So yeah,
yeah, awesome. It's a great feeling, hey. And
mm,
look, I think townhouse is just as good as a house. Like
mm-hmm.
you got your foot in the door. Um, you own a genuine asset. It's always going to appreciate. And depending on the area, I mean, it can appreciate just as quick as a house. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um,
Sometimes they do,
yeah,
especially
and
like when house prices go nuts, then people are like, oh, I can't afford that. I'll get a townhouse, and then townhouse prices go up as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
decent. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking
So
of decent,
yeah, so
the catch up at Mike's the other weekend.
yeah,
That
man.
was man, that was a fun day.
Yeah, that was a blast. Watching you destroy Super Smash TV for ages. I was like, yeah, this won't take long. I'm tired, but I'll stay up. I'll stay a bit longer and watch more.
Yeah.
Man, the levels on that game go forever. But it's an awesome
Yeah.
game. It's fun. At some point, I was playing with you, and then I was just like, I'm over it. I just keep dying and dying, and you keep surviving. Yeah.
Yeah. You can get in these nice little rhythms where you're just working a corner or defending a corner.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, some of those screens toward the end, like it's a solid 5 minutes, eh? And you just it's very deliberate. They're just like making you work so hard for it, and you're just like, it's got to be finished. My hands sore, my eyes and my brain getting sore. You start getting desperate and going to try and get different weapons to try and make it easier, and then you give
Yep.
up your position, and then you got to find a new little corner to hide in. Like, yeah, it's really well done. Hey,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
we're
definitely well made game.
I was talking to Neil. So we did a few coffee catch ups as well. Hey,
Oh, nice.
and on one of the coffee catch ups, we're talking. Neil knows the record holder on Twin Galaxies. I think Robert McCauley is his name.
Oh yeah.
RTM. Yeah. So I was going to put together a bit of a Q&A thing or more questions actually for Robert and say, hey, I'm a big fan. I don't know how the hell you got 39 million. It's like, even when I've done the math, I still can't see how to get 39 million in that game.
Right.
So I just wanted to pick his brain and just talk about some techniques he would have done, and I'm guessing he definitely won CC the game.
Mm.
But I've got a few theories about how to get extra points out of it. But there's also a lot of random um, content, and there's a lot of bad luck you can have in that game. And if anyone knows more about it, it's than me. It's definitely him. So yeah, it'd be
Right.
great to just get even a few little sentences about some of the stuff he did and some of the things he picked up, and
W-
um,
Was there a
if he
video?
knows.
It wasn't. But
No, there's no video.
he
Yeah,
submitted it via like tape, I guess.
yeah, I think it's just yeah, I think so. And it was about 2006 or something like that. Not ancient, but
Mm.
there's just no back on it. Um, and I've read a few not so um, I don't know, posts where people have questioned the validity of it, and I was like, oh, I think that's a bit cheap and rude to say that,
Mm.
just because we can't see it, to assume that there's anything other than a legitimate run. It's not fair to do that to someone.
Yeah,
Um,
unless there's
but
clear
yeah,
evidence that it's like an unattainable score or something.
yeah. But look, I've no doubt it's legit. I just genuinely curious on how he did it. And even if he sent me the video, I still don't know if I could replicate it. There's just so much random luck that happens in that game, as well as
Mm.
just having the skill to get that high. It's a really difficult game, hey. I'd put that top five most difficult Super Nintendo games, hey. Easy top five.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
That's.
Harder than Ghouls and Ghosts. It's harder than nearly any action shoot 'em up on. It's harder than Contra 3 on hard mode. It's just tough game, eh?
Yeah. It is, man. I was kicking my ass. It's just an onslaught, man. You got no time, like almost no time to take it easy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
and
find
some of
the
the
track, but I can't.
yeah, it might just be the way they've done the dots on TV. Sometimes they do a
Hmm.
dot in between T and V. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, it's such a tough game in that you don't know. Like, you've got to play all the levels right to maximize your score, but every level you play, there's a risk that you're going to have a bad run in it. You might not get extra lives, you might not get good power ups. You might have RNG on the boss that makes it really tough to kill. Like the second boss, Scarface, just an asshole. Like if he
Mm.
charges you, you can't. There's nothing you can do to stop the charge. The snakeheads. I've only just started to being able to clear the snakeheads boss, which is 5 minutes from the end of the game. But the game speeds up in places, and I don't know if it's actually slow down or not. But sometimes these little razors that come out of the snakes, they just beeline straight at you. They're not meant to,
Mm.
but they just go straight at you, and you can't dodge that. So I've gotten to the snakes with 7 lives and lost a lot.
Oh man.
They're not even really a tough boss. I think it's just sometimes the game just ramps it up on you. Hey,
Yeah.
um, I had a I had a game where I had a PB and I was on track to try and 1cc it, and yeah, I didn't have enough keys to get into the last bonus room. You need 10 keys in the bonus room, and it gives you two chances. There's a level before it says not enough keys,
Mm-hmm.
so you finish that, and then there's one more attempt where it'll say you've got enough or you don't have enough keys. Um, the problem is to guarantee you got 10 keys. Sometimes you've got to deliberately prolong the levels after the bonus room to maximize your chances of getting a key drop. Um, if you
Mm.
had 10 keys, you could go straight to the boss after the bonus room, but then you're missing out on a couple of million points. If you stay in there, you risk losing your lives on it. It's so
Yeah. Wow. Balancing
I
act.
don't know. It's yeah, and we're talking like 42 to 45 minutes of hand wrecking intensity to
Mm-hmm.
get to the point whether you're going to have a good run or not. Uh, so
That's a
yeah,
lot. That's a lot.
yeah, I had 3 games in a row a couple of weekends ago, so probably there for 2.5, 3 hours, and I just progressively got worse.
Mm.
So yeah, it's really mentally demoralizing. Hey, like it's such a brutal game. Yeah,
Yeah, when you're getting worse and it's taking that long to know if you're having a good run, and yeah, that's tough.
I
It's
mean,
funny.
I had a PB.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say I had a PB on my first game after Mike's place. I went back the next day and had a run, and I had a PB of nearly 2 million. But I'm not gonna muck around with doing a submission until I can clear it.
Mm.
Because 2 million is nothing. If I can get the last bonus room and
Yeah.
then beat the last boss, we're looking at another 7 million plus. So,
Wow. So you'd be up
but it just
to
goes to show.
30.
Yeah, I reckon low 30s. Yeah.
How did he get 30
Uh,
prime?
I know that's why we need get RTM's pro tips because
Yeah.
the other weird thing, there's so much variation in the points right from the start. So I've like looked at the first level, and sometimes you get 57,000, sometimes you get 62,000. So we're talking like
Mm.
you know as a percentage, maybe 8-9% variation just on the first level. So if
Mm.
we talk about 8 or 9% variation across 30 million, we're talking about a big number now. We're talking like nearly 3 million. So maybe he was not only good enough to 1cc it, but he did multiple runs and just happened to get a really good run that gave him an extra 3-4 million. I don't know. These are the. This is
Yeah.
what I'd love to get out of him. You
Yeah,
know.
I wonder if he could just like clear it and then easily, but he just played it until he got some good RNG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy,
I
man.
have a hunch if he could do that, I reckon he'd also be a gun at Robotron as well.
Surely.
Because it's the same developer.
Yeah. Does he have a Robotron score, I wonder? From what I know the name Rob
Oh,
McCauley.
I don't know.
He's like He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's got
Oh, look, if
1,482 different records.
Jesus, and they're not going to be like one circuit Gran Turismo runs, eh? They're going to be like proper, you know,
Yeah.
ball busters. Every single one of them.
I'm
Yeah.
going to see if he has something for Robotron. I've organised his records by name.
Yeah.
I've got to scroll through to R. Records per page, not 10. Show me more. We need more for Rob McCauley. He's got too many.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love to get some of these guys on a podcast and just give them some pre-recorded general questions and just get the, you know, just a snapshot into. We're talking like some of the best gamers in the world. You know what I mean? Like, just get a
oh yeah.
snapshot into how they think. You know, whether he's, I don't know, storyboarded stuff out or whether he's done the map, because there's like I've got the map on my notebook of the levels in Smash TV.
Yeah.
Um, has he done that, or is he that good that he knows what's coming up? Does he not do the same circuit I do to get to the bonus rooms, or does he do something else?
Exactly.
Is there another hidden wall somewhere? You know what I mean? Like,
Guess
yeah,
what, mate? He's got 3 different scores for Robotron. So 2 on the arcade, 1 on
yeah,
marathon settings. He's got 1,091,900, which is 18th in the world. He's got
yeah,
arcade tournament settings, 306,525, which is 23rd in the world. And on MAME, he's got uh, a variation. It says solid blue label points tournament settings. I'm not too sure what all that means, but probably one of the main tracks. 201,500, and he's 26th in the world. So yeah, he's played the twin stick shooter style game before for sure. He's probably played a bit of everything, man.
yeah,
Just looking here, he's got
yeah,
scores for River Raid on the Atari 2600, Return of the Invaders on main, Rampage on the arcade, Rally X arcade and main. Neil loves it. Neil's playing New Rally X a fair
yeah.
bit
He
at the
does,
moment.
doesn't he?
So yeah,
That's what we could hear at Mike.
yeah, that's
Remember,
right.
all you'd hear at Mike was click, 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 click. And we're like, what are you doing over there?
Yeah. Neil brought his like MAME set up, and we were all playing like console games, and he was over there playing New Rally X and some Donkey Kong and
Yeah,
another like real time strategy game. I think, kind of like Command and Conquer style.
yeah, right.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
started playing kind of modern games, which is interesting because I always make fun of him because he doesn't play anything past the 80s, but he does.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah, that was fun, man. Just me, you, Mike, Neil. Shane Dennis couldn't make it, but um, next time I'll have a games night at mine once we're all set up. Probably take us another 2 months before we actually move in, because we want to do some work before we move in, get new
yep,
floors and stuff. Michelle's going nuts on ideas for decorating. She loves it. Yeah. So you brought your CRT. Mike had a CRT there. We had. I even played a bit of Commodore 64 on his PlayStation Classic, which he's got modded to have emulators and stuff. Um, yeah, you brought your beautiful RGB. Is it a low or a Grundig?
oh, Grundy, yeah,
Yeah, man, it was looking
yeah. I think it's
beautiful.
50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's about 51 centimeters, just the right size. You can pick it up, put it in the back seat of the car. You know, you're not going to hurt yourself carrying it. Yeah, it's good.
Beautiful.
I
Yeah, it
don't
was.
I don't actually like the 60 plus size. I just think it's too big.
Hmm.
Um, because
Yeah.
I'm long sighted as well, so I don't like. I've got to sit back, otherwise I can't put it in perspective. So 50
Uh,
centimeters is right on the money for
so then you don't have to
um
sit too far back.
perfect distance, you know. So sort of round, yeah. So I struggle when I'm playing candy cabs because I can't focus.
They are
So
too big, I
I've got to
feel.
go full arm extension and something. Yeah. and I get like a bad headache from it. Like I just can't process what's going on properly. Yeah,
Damn.
weird, eh?
Oh man. Right.
Yeah.
What was that game on the NES I showed you guys that day? Was it
Oh yeah.
there was it was two. One was Changeable Guardian Estique, which is like there was two games that are modern releases for the Famicom. Changeable Guardian Estique, which is like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, and then there was Over OBJ, which is like a bullet hell. I don't know if you're supposed to say over Obja or over OBJ, but yeah, if you're into like shoot 'em ups and you want to see a impressive one on the Super Nintendo, I mean the Famicom or the NES, check that out. That was fun. We had that little high score comp, and even Neil
Yeah.
got in on it. Yeah, good game because you can't last
Yeah.
that long, so it's
That was
very good little like game to have a little tournament on. Yeah,
yeah, and fun to watch, hey, like real edgy as seat, kind of like oh.
yeah, so many close calls, so much threading the needle, man. Um, just a
Yeah,
crazy bullet hell for the Famicom that they can get that much happening on the screen.
yeah, and a fair bit of flexibility in playing style as well. Like you could
Mm,
like come back from nowhere, and or you could fire your bombs off early, and then still make a good run of it. Like there was different, we'd see
yeah,
different ways we were playing, and sometimes we were going up to the top of the screen, and then like luring them up there, and coming back down, and yeah, it was a great game, eh?
yeah, man, lots of highlights. Yeah, I love finding modern releases for old consoles. I just think it's just impressive, and it's fun to think about like what you would have thought if that game had come out back in like the 90s or 80s. You'd just be like, what the hell? How did they do this? It's so
Yeah,
cool, and the music is insane
and
on a lot of these games. It's so good.
yeah, and just goes to show like a lot of the marketing and the box packaging and all that stuff of some of the iconic older games, like the games, some of these new release games for old systems are better than the widely popular games back in the day.
Mm,
Um, so if you like put them side by side and did the packaging and the media production and the putting them in the video mags and all that stuff, they would have outsold the high selling games. You know what I mean? Like
surely,
the only difference is that these are kind of like indie releases that are catered to a sub niche of gamers from 35, 40 years ago. Um,
yeah,
but if they, released professionally, like they would have, you know, blown it out of the park, eh?
definitely, yeah, man, absolutely. I just remembered another game I finished. Better add that to the list. Yeah, yeah, that was fun. I played that the following few days. I had a few runs of it after that meetup. So yeah, highly recommend that. Check out Over OBJ and Changeable Guardian ST. You can get them, put them on a flash cart. You can get carts for them, physical carts. I don't know if they're still easily available, but yeah, I always try to look to see if I can download the ROM and pay for it. If they've only released it physical and it's like quite expensive or hard to get, and the ROM's out there, then I'm like, well, I'm not going to be paying a bunch of money, like $80 for a cartridge of a game that I just want to try out. But yeah, do what I can to support the developers of that kind of stuff because yeah, games like that won't get made if you don't support them, or at least they
Yeah,
won't get
for
made as
sure.
much. Yeah. But you've been going to One Up, yeah?
I've been once, eh? Like I
Yeah.
just I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm on the back half of 6 months of shocking work.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I went last weekend. Sorry, last Friday. Great. It was a great night. I was probably still only about 75% with it.
Mm.
I just get to Friday afternoon. It's like, man, I'm like impressed that I can drive in and function.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good night. Just sort of, I played Steve's new shmup that he made.
I was going to ask you about
It's called
that.
Shrapnel. Yeah, I can't remember the second name. I think it's Shrapnel Strike. I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
Good
I think
name.
that's it. Um, yeah, it's a fun game. Hey, he's got so many mechanics working in the background for like score multiplier and the points damage, and it's like it's a 3 minute fixed run, providing you can last that long. There's three bosses during that run. Um, you've got an alternate fire that's on a recharge meter. You've got a slowdown mechanic that lasts for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds. Uh, and then just all these. Oh, and a shield. If you get hit once, you lose your shield, and then it recharges back. So he's
Cool.
built all this into, like a. Oh, I can't remember what the program's called.
Pico 8?
But he was saying that that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's absolutely maxed it out, eh? Like he's to the point where he's trying to reduce characters because he's just absolutely used everything that he can on this system. Um, it's a cool game, eh? I had a
So
couple
cool.
of games and I was starting to get a feel for it, and then I spoke to Bryce and he was telling me about the shrapnel mechanic. Um, and like when you blow up a ship, the shrapnel does massive damage to other ships. So I started thinking, what if I leave some stuff on the screen deliberately
Mm.
and then chip away at some of the bigger bosses and leave some of their health on the screen? And then
Mm-hmm.
when there's a boss, hit the boss, the shrapnel then cascades and goes everywhere. And yeah, ended up with the high score.
Yeah?
So Steve came in like an hour and a half later and then beat me, and I was like but it was I was happy to be number one for a while. But it's cool. There's
Nice,
a
dude.
there's a multiplier mechanic. Um, yeah, I got up to like 38 times on the multiplier. It's brilliant. It's a fun game.
Wow. That's so good. Yeah, I've looked at it and it
All
looks, I
right.
love that style. Yeah, I've got it up there on their website. I thought I'd share it in case for whoever's watching the video, you can see sort of some screenshots there of what it looks like. Um, looks awesome. And yeah, there we go. Zoomed in a bit there for the screenshots, but yeah, it just looks like to me that looks like a Sega Master System game. And I don't really know much about Pico 8, but I think it is sort of that level. Like the graphics, it looks
Yeah,
to me like
yeah,
a
you're
Sega
right.
Master System game.
I
So
heard a rumor
so what's
that he may be
yeah?
looking. I heard a rumor he may be looking at 16-bit next.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna just, you know, it's yeah, he's gonna. I'm knowing him. If he's doing 16-bit, this is gonna be a couple of years of just making a masterpiece. Hey,
that's so cool,
because you
man.
mentioned like the music score and everything else, you're gonna be able to. You'll have like rolling backgrounds, middle grounds.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, even with the version he's made now, he still has a background that comes into play, so it feels like you're lowering the ship down over like a battlefield. So he's managed to do that with that program. So you imagine 16-bit, like if we're talking Mega Drive,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be impressive.
Oh man, that's so cool. I wonder if he's going to release it other than at the arcade. I think it's kind of cool that it's like an exclusive, as far as I know, to the arcade, the One Up arcade at the moment. But yeah,
Yeah.
have to head in
Oh,
there,
yeah, you
man. It's
might.
just
Yeah.
been so busy, like doing house hunting and with full time job, and then every weekend you go on house hunting. I don't find that much time. Plus now it's like a half an hour drive away,
Yeah.
or a little bit less, probably 25 minutes. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get there, and that game is what I'll spend a lot of time playing because this looks right up my alley. Awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
It's very like highly addictive. Hey, like
Mm,
you'll have a few games and then you'll be like, you just get a bit frustrated with yourself in the sense of you're kind of like, oh, why did I die there? And then you go, oh, all right, I got greedy or I didn't attack enough or whatever. So then you come back, and because it's such a short game, the challenge was initially to finish it, and then you get some bonus points. So he has a no miss bonus, there's a no bomb bonus, all that sort of stuff.
Ah,
Um, so once I finished it, I was like, all right, how can I do that better? So you just like, I
okay.
must have maybe had 20 games, I guess. Like,
So it's
yeah,
like a caravan shooter.
it's good. What's not familiar
So
with that? What's a caravan shooter?
that was a term that came from Hudson Soft would do these like caravan events back in the day where they would actually have a caravan. I think they would drive around. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just Google this so I get the explanation right. I've actually Googled this before
Jeez,
because I said where does and it says where does the
that
term
sounds so
caravan?
weird.
Yeah, the old caravan shooter. Get in the caravan, mate. Shoot me
Yeah, that's
something.
right. Yeah.
So the Hudson All Japan Caravan Festival, that's where the name comes from. So a series of annual competitive video game events held by Hudson Soft from 1985 through the early 90s. These festivals aimed at promoting Hudson's games required players to achieve the highest score possible in short timed sessions, typically lasting 2 to 5 minutes. So if someone says it's a shooter that has a caravan mode, it means it's just like a challenge mode of usually 2 or 5 minutes to get your best score in that time. And there's some really
Yeah.
good versions games like that on the PC Engine, and we've got one coming up for ACCC at BPAC, so Australian Classic Console Championships at BPAC, Brisbane Pinball and Arcade Collective this year. So that's already been announced. I've got to try to remember the name of that game. Caravan Shooters on the PC Engine. And it's awesome, man. Just playing a shoot 'em up for a couple of minutes trying to maximize your score. So fun.
It's like
Uh,
Parodius has a lollipop mode, which is like that. And it's just
oh,
a single run maximum score. Yeah.
that's so good, man. Oh, Soldier Blade. If you can play Soldier Blade on the PC Engine or TurboGrafx, really
Okay.
cool shoot 'em up. Really cool. It's got
Yeah,
a
right.
two or
Okay.
5 minute mode, and
It sounds vaguely
sometimes
familiar. I don't think I've played it.
okay, yeah, give it a go if you can. I know
Yeah.
you probably got a way to emulate it. I reckon you'd like the PC Engine as a console. It's very
Yeah.
sort of gives me like similar to like Super Famicom vibes, but a lot of just shoot 'em ups, which I love. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I saw one. I saw one early '90s. We when we lived in Melbourne, we had some friends from Hong Kong, and they always had the latest everything. So it was the first time I saw a Game Boy was there. Yeah, then PC Engine was the first time I ever saw one of those, and they had like I think Vigilante,
Mm,
maybe I don't know if it was Shinobi or I'm getting my memories mixed up, but it was definitely Vigilante and a couple of others.
okay.
They had it hooked up to a massive TV. Looked brilliant, hey, like really
Wow,
really good.
that's so good. Seeing that back then,
Yeah,
it was. I think in terms of power, it was somewhere between an NES and a Super Famicom, or yeah, Famicom and Super Famicom. It was yeah,
yeah,
it was close to a Super Famicom though, I believe. It looks like it
yeah. I think
anyway.
so. Yeah, yeah,
The graphics are pretty nuts.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to getting into One Up. To play that, to play Shrapnel Strike. But yeah, recently I have finished a few games actually. I finished
Ooh, okay.
finally Terminator 2D on hard mode. I was playing that. I think I talked about that in the last few episodes, and I was just having some runs here and there. And I would always get to the last level, no problem. But then I'd run out of continues and just have to start over, and it was so frustrating. But that's I pushed through, and I got to the point where okay, now I'm confident I can actually get through the last level and do this. And then once I did it, it actually felt kind of easy because I just figured it all out. And bit by bit, I learned, like, okay, how do I get past this part of the level safely? And then it just felt good to do in the end. But yeah, it took a fair bit of effort, but I'm glad I did it. Um, Maybe I'll go back and play that game again someday, but I'm done with it for now. Really fun. If you like running
Yeah.
guns like Contra
Yeah.
style, it's awesome, man.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, I reckon you'd like it, and especially if you like the movie, because
Yeah.
it follows the movie.
Oh,
But
great. Okay.
yeah, I also finished Eartheon, which is a Sega Mega Drive release, but it is coming out on a cartridge, but they've also smartly released it on like Steam, PS5, Switch now, just emulating it. Um, I guess they've got a built-in Sega Mega Drive emulator with the game package release. But yeah, really good shoot 'em up. For a side-scrolling shoot 'em up for the Sega Mega Drive. So I finished that. Um, it wasn't say it wasn't easy, but it's not too difficult. It took me a few goes to do it. But you know, that was just playing it on normal mode. If you want more of a challenge, just ramp up that difficulty. And then there's a bunch of trophies you can
Yep.
get for like killing certain bosses with certain guns, and so it's fun. It gives you more challenges if you want to. But I played it, and then I looked at the trophies, and I can't remember it, but I got maybe I tried to do a couple of them, but I mostly just wanted to finish the game. So I did that, and then I was scrolling through YouTube, and at some point, and I saw this game, an unreleased game that was actually finished, or at least very close to finished. It was like it's a full game that you can play through and finish, called Time Diver Eon Man by Taito, and it was released in. It was supposed to be released. It was planned to be released in 1993. And it had like spreads in Nintendo Power, and it was completed in 1993 too. It just was never commercially released. My thought is that they thought, well, we've got to pay to get all these cartridges made, and everyone's. I guess the writing was on the wall that no, they're not selling anymore. These games, people are just buying for the Super Nintendo, or they've moved on to the Genesis in America, Mega Drive in the rest
Yep.
of the world. So maybe that's why they didn't want to release it. They thought, well, it's not worth it, even though we've already made it. But I think it's a really cool game, and it has, because it's towards the end of the life cycle, it really makes the most of what the system can do. It's got some like 3D style stuff, even like almost Mode 7 3D looking stuff. I'll
Right.
show you a bit of a
Okay.
clip. Um, Dude, I'm starting to feel sick. I started to feel a bit like lightheaded um,
Yeah.
when we got back from the markets, but now I can feel it in my throat. I haven't had the flu in a
Uh,
while either, so probably due for it. But
still
anyway,
salvageable. Just say you still salvageable. Here we go. Hot tip.
oh yes, go on.
The cranberry juice, man.
Mm.
I'm telling you, it's just another vitamin C. But I don't know what
Sorry,
it
did
is
you
about
say
cranberry
cranberry
juice, but
juice or
it's it.
cranberries and Jews?
Oh, cranberry juice. Yeah,
I know that
like
was just a
the
silly joke.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Some of these jokes because this audio clips so much. It's the nuances of the joke, and I'm like, I watch the playback where it doesn't clip, and I'm like, man, I just don't laugh at any of the jokes, but I can't, like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like if it clips just as
I don't know
yeah,
why it does clip so much for you.
uh,
I reckon it's because you don't have a headset on, and it's the audio from your speakers messing with the input on the microphone.
yeah,
Uh,
it could be. I've also got terrible Wi-Fi. Hey, so it's
That's probably it as
the
well.
sum of the sum of all things, I think.
Not
Yeah.
ideal, mate. Not
But
ideal.
yeah, it isn't.
Get a bloody
I told you
Wi-Fi
about how I ran
extender.
Cat 5. Well, I ran Cat 5 everywhere through the house, right? And I'm up there, buddy, tacking it into the joists and all that stuff, and drilled little holes, and I got
Yeah.
my little D-Link switches and shit, and did my own terminations, did the whole fucking thing, right? And then I go to plug it in, and this fucking laptop doesn't have an RJ45 port. So, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you didn't check that. Oh no.
Well, I just assumed it would have it. Like, why wouldn't you have a network plug? Like, how would you configure your router without it? You know what I mean? How do I even do that? Let's say I need to go in and reset my admin password. How do I do that if I
You
can't
just over
network
Wi-Fi.
into my laptop? Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, you
All
can
right, I
just
thought you
connect
had
over
to.
Wi-Fi because you can still connect to the router over Wi-Fi even if the router doesn't have internet,
Right.
and then you can
Okay.
log in that way.
Ah.
Yeah,
All right.
but you could also,
But
because you've
yeah,
got the
what a doozy.
cable there, you could get a like a Wi-Fi. I don't know what they call them, but like a Wi-Fi repeater or station where you plug it directly into that cable, and then it spits out a Wi-Fi signal
Yep.
from there. So
Yeah.
then you
Right.
would get
Okay.
like a better signal. You could try that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was also thinking if there was a media converter or something, and I plug USB into a RJ45 out box or something. You know what I mean?
A what? Sorry.
Something like that. Some sort of media converter, like a USB media converter, and I plug in the USB, and then it has an RJ45 port on it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
surely that exists. I just don't know. It just feels like a bit of a clumsy solution, I suppose. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure, man.
But
But yeah,
yeah.
here's the game. So Time Diver Eon, man. Um, was there anything else I wanted to tell you about it? Oh yeah, a bootleg of the game was actually released into the Asian game market as Time Diver Avenger. It was published by Nitra or Nitra, Nitra. I would say Nitra. The short name of
Hmm.
Nitra Semiconductor Company. So the ROM was hacked to say Avenger instead of Eon Man, and the copyright was changed to 1994, and the Taito logo changed to Nitra. So I guess this game got into the hands of this company either legitimately or not, and they just released it um, in some Asian markets. And the unmodified ROM was
Yep.
uploaded to the web by Lost Levels in 2007. So that's when it became available for everyone. So yeah, I just downloaded it online and a hacked version of the ROM was sold by Coin Heaven on Nintendo Age in 2010. So someone was selling
Okay.
it, and I think you
I
can
mean,
buy it from like AliExpress, I believe. I tried to look for it because I thought it'd be cool to have a physical version of it, but I didn't have much luck finding them. You're probably better at finding cards on AliExpress.
oh man, I'm like, yeah. I spend a lot of time trying to, yeah, trying to find shit because depending on what they've called it, um,
Yeah.
like I was even trying to find. This is how ridiculous it is. And in the end, I gave up because it's not that great a game. But I was trying to find RoboCop versus Terminator, because it's
Ah.
$100 on eBay, and I was like, it's not $100 game. It's kind
Yeah.
of a bit shit. Um, but I just thought, you know what? I might get the alley rip. Um, and I can't remember what I typed in to find it, but I can't find it again now. And in the end, I'm just like, oh fuck it, I don't need it. It's
Mm.
you know, it's definitely not a top 100. It's not even a top 500. It's not a great game. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, some of the naming conventions are really weird on AliExpress.
It
So
is.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll send you a text to remind you to see if you can find a copy of it because I wouldn't mind having it. Um,
yeah, it looks like just from like the still shot
yeah.
there, looks like different types of fire. Um, I like the life meter. Kind of looks like a bit of a Castlevania meets Turtles sort of thing. And
Yeah.
then I'm guessing that the arts 20 out of 50 is your charges to use. Is that kind of what it is?
Yes, it is. Yeah, your arts is like your like your magic or your power up power you can use. So I wanted to show you
Yeah.
this boss because look at the 3D looking hand that comes up from him. Like, this is pretty impressive for the NES.
Oh, I would have bought that. That's just what a wasted opportunity. Hey,
I know. It's such a cool game. It's not
the thing
hard.
that
I think they would have tweaked it to make it harder if they had released it, but it's a kind of an easy game to finish once you figure it out.
okay, that's got a little bit of Splatterhouse going on with that the arm that comes up.
Yep.
So the last boss in Splatterhouse has that dual arm.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, no, that's a solid game, eh?
Yeah, man. Here's the final boss. It's this guy that jumps around.
That's cool. Yeah.
Once you beat him, I'll fast forward. Then you face this big queef.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, the big fella.
Yeah, and you just got to punch him in his like brown eye.
I love how they've always had to make it so obvious what the weak spot was. It was like, it's like the kids couldn't work it out.
It is very.
I mean, what else are you gonna hit? Like, it's
wanted to show you that because I just saw it and I thought, well, this looks fun, and apparently it's not too hard. So I just played through it in a night, 45 minutes to an hour, and I finished it. I was stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been on a little bit of a roll with actually getting through games. And currently now that I've finished Terminator 2D, I'm back to Yakuza 0. Mate, I'm a proud owner of a cabaret club in Yakuza 0, so look at me go.
Bring those girls in.
Yeah, dude, it's a bit of a creepy game, I'll tell you.
You're stealing them from the other clubs?
I haven't done that yet, but that's my plan.
Oh, it's maximum cheese, eh? Because once you get all the best girls, you just like just level them up, and you start getting the big bucks coming in because you get the cheesy customers, and the girls get to know what they like. So you tailor your management to maximize your profits. It's such a fun game, eh?
Oh man, yeah.
Between that and
weird.
the property, the property development's great too. And sometimes you get like rival gangs, or you get squatters, and you got to go in and like, oh, get out of the house.
You
And
just beat the hell out of them, hit him in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
yeah. It's like be homeless somewhere else. Fine. Yeah.
Dirty homeless bastard.
Savage.
Like they're just trying to live their life, and you absolutely pummel them.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get you get those girls in the you get the cards, the collector cards for all the different ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maximum cheese, eh?
Yeah, man. I went into I sent a clip the other day in the Play It Up chat saying, I think Neil would like this game. I went into like a it was an oil wrestling place or something. It's just girls in bikinis wrestling each other.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it for like because I think Japan is cool. The Yakuza is a cool thing. It's like all Japanese mafia, and then there's just all this like proper cheesy, creepy Japanese like stuff in there. But, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good game.
You can get caught up in it, eh? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, if you have a half walks in and you're like bloody, working on your cabaret girls, and it's like, no, I'm playing it because it's a really cool game. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just sitting there in a bikini. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, she wanted it. Like, it maximizes my profit if I buy it for her. Like,
yeah, don't worry. I'm only using this woman to make money. Oh wait, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm only beating a homeless guy up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't have been there. It's my place.
Yeah. He's homeless and he's trying to use my place as a home. It's just not right.
Yeah, it's my Eastern District. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've still been
playing.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say the actual plot with that, the murder in that little bit of remaining land. Yeah, it's a good storyline, but it's hard to not get distracted for like 10 hours, and then you're kind of like, what are we doing again?
Yep.
And then it's all about that little piece that everyone's fighting over. Yeah, cool story.
Yeah. I'm going to try to just do the main storyline mostly. Have a bit of fun doing side quests and stuff, but yeah, I don't want to sink like 300 hours into it. I want to go and get on with other stuff as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I've been playing NES
Yep.
Tetris still, just pretty much every day. I've had a few good games. I had a 800 plus game recently, 700 plus. So still working towards that max out, which is 999 999.
Yep.
Pokemon Unbound, still playing that on the analog pocket on the bus on this bad boy. Um, Raiden 2, which I spoke about before. Game of the System Game of the Month is Mr. Do. I've had a few games of that. I kind of like it, but after like 2 or 3 credits, I'm like, no, bugger this. And I go and play some Raiden 2 because it's on the arcade machine. So yeah, I don't have a
Yeah.
very good score for that. I think my best is 40 something. I've been playing some
Okay.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 with my mate from work, who's also a Street Fighter fan. So sometimes on lunch breaks, we'll just
Yeah.
be like, should we? If we're both working from home, let's have a fight. It's been really fun. I love it.
Yeah. Right.
I used to play a lot of Street Fighter 4. That was the Street Fighter that I got really into. I entered some competitions for it and stuff. I was never that good, but really enjoyed it.
Yep.
Like beat most people at it that just are casual fans of Street Fighter. But then once you play someone who really knows it, yeah, usually get my ass kicked. Um, there's a Mario Kart tournament tonight at my mate's Fit Stop, which I'm planning to go to, but we'll see because if I'm coming down with something, I might not. But I'm pretty keen to go to that. Should be fun because
Yep.
one of my mates going who is goes to the Fit Stop as well. He beat me in Mario Kart recently at his house. We had a Thursday night off basketball because he's on my basketball team, and went to his house, played some Mario Kart, and he beat me. And usually I'm beating him more often, so I'm not very happy about it. I got to get him back. But yeah, once I'm done with Yakuza Zero, my next main game is going to be Link to the Past. I fired it up the other night on Super Famicom and just to see what it was like because you told us how good it is, and yeah, it's gorgeous. So I'm keen to play that.
I'll I'll make you a deal. When you start playing it, let me know, and we'll sort of play together. You know what I mean? Like I'll just have that as a back burner project, and just sort of keep
Okay.
pace. Like if you go, oh, I just cleared the desert castle, I'll be like, sweet, okay, and I'll do that, and then
Yeah,
you know,
I can ask you for
um,
tips.
there's so many. Oh, there'd be so much stuff I've forgotten. Hey, like, I never got all the hearts. Hey, I got like 19 and a half or something out of 20.
Mm.
So I missed two. Or it might have even been 19 and a quarter. So I definitely missed two or three little quarter hearts.
Okay.
And so there's still, yeah, I still haven't 100% at everything. There's some real little hidden little Easter eggs in that game too. Hey,
Mm.
um,
Okay.
and there's a hidden weapon upgrade as well. Yeah, brilliant game, eh?
Nice. Yeah, I do. Is it hidden stuff you can miss and not be able to get later? Like if you don't know about it?
Oh, I don't, I don't think so. I don't think that anything closes off. Because you can. I'm almost adamant you can flip worlds. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, and then everything's open. But what kind of happens is, especially up the top of the map where all your caves are, you kind of get a bit lost in where all the openings are, and
Mm.
oh, like I won't lie, it can be frustrating because you're kind of walking through these areas again and again and again, and like sometimes you're like, do I exit out here? And then you drop down, and then you're like, oh, I got the wrong fucking drop. Now I've got to go back 20 minutes to get back over to this bit and drop down again and stuff like that. But
Mm.
as far as I'm aware, I don't think anything closes off.
Okay.
I can't recall about whether you can redo dungeons. I don't think you can redo the boss, but I don't think the dungeon closes off. I think you could go back in there. I
Okay.
think it's been a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Man. that rain's coming down, eh?
Yeah.
What a, yeah, hate to be out there. That's a shit of a day. Like, yeah.
For me, it's at the moment here. Sounds like it's just drizzling. Yeah. Anyway.
Mm.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay. So after yeah, and once I finish Pokemon Unbound, I want to play uh Repugnant Bounty on the Game Boy Color, which is a modern release for the Game Boy Color. It's a Metroidvania, and I fired it up the other day. I think yesterday just to check it out, and it definitely you know you start in a ship that looks similar to like the Metroid Two ship, and
Oh
then
wow.
you jump out of that,
Yep.
and yeah, you look different, and it's probably like plays different as a game, but I think it is trying to take inspiration from the Metroid series. But that was as part of a bundle. I found this bundle called handheld something. Damn it. It was a bunch of like modern releases for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Handheld Heritage Bundle. 29 games
Right.
for, or no, I can't remember how many games. I think 30 games for like $30, basically. So I
Wow.
downloaded that because I just put everything on the analog pocket. And it includes some pretty heavy hitters in terms of modern releases for the Game Boy. A couple of them
Yep.
just to shout out in case people are interested. I think the bundle is maybe closed now, or maybe it's running until a little bit later in April. But I don't know. I'm just gonna see if I can tell people when it's gonna be out until I think it's a couple of days. It ends in 6 days from now, so there's still time. Probably by the time this comes out, if you want to get it, it's you would usually for those 30 games it'd be $170, but it's $30 for a bunch of games that people put a lot of
Jeez.
time into. There's some
Yeah.
big like RPGs in there, so big hitters that I know of: Glory Hunters and the Mayor of Sanctuary, and
Right.
yeah, they've got big, and Traumatarium's another one I've heard of. Mayor of Sanctuary is, I think it's kind of like an RP. It is an RPG, I believe. Glory Hunters, I'm not sure what kind of game, but yeah, these games are beautiful, man. Like from what I've seen. And then for Game Boy Color, there was that Repugnant Bounty was the one that I'm playing. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I can include the link to the bundle in the show notes. I'll just show you the bundle now.
You'll have to get your editing. So you have to smash out your editing so that there's still time left.
Yeah, exactly. I'll try to get onto it tomorrow. Usually, I don't do much actual editing, which is good. I just sort of put the
Yeah.
video, put
Yeah.
the start, the front on, the start and the back on. Sorry,
Yep.
with the logo and everything. But yeah, this is the bundle. It's just like yeah, these indie developers, someone just trying to like promote their releases. But there's the games there: Glory Hunters. Repugnant Bounty is the one I'm playing. It's just a beautiful like while you're playing, it's got that bassy sort of atmospheric sounds like as you're like walking through. It's very sort of dark and
Right.
moody.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
here's the
Yep.
Mayor of Sanctuary. This should have some screenshots that we can look at. Yeah, look at that, man, for a Game Boy game or Game Boy Color. It probably,
Jesus.
I think it has like a Game Boy Color version or like a proper color palette, but look how gorgeous that is for a Game Boy game.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I really like the shading in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, it's
Gee, that reminds me of.
hmm.
I was gonna say, did you play Link's Awakening on Game Boy?
I didn't, but I've heard it's awesome. It kind of looks has that vibe to it, hey.
Yeah. The opening
That
scene,
artwork is
he's on a
beautiful.
like a pirate ship or a shipwreck, and you just get close ups of the wind, and it's like the rain, pushing
Mm,
his hair across his face and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm always blown away with how good things were. Um, given the technology and the era and everything, and
yeah.
people kind of forget that some of these games are masterpieces. Like they're just
Oh yeah.
timeless, and the good graphics existed 30 years ago.
100%.
It's not like a modern concept of things looking great. Like there's always been examples of perfection in graphics. But yeah,
Absolutely. People that
that's
just
definitely like a
have attention to detail and have these limitations,
yeah,
right? Like, but that breeds creativity and ways to make gameplay fun and ways to make the game look amazing, even though you've got these limitations. And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Link's Awakening and Metroid 2. Is that Return of Samus? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like top shelf, hey.
Mm.
And I did have them, and I sold them because I'm a dickhead. But yeah,
Because I'm a
good games.
dickhead.
I
we,
bought
we've all
I
done
bought
that.
Link's, yeah, well, I bought that Link's Awakening from my music teacher in high school. I think it was like $20 or something. He gave it to me for. Yeah,
Good deal.
so yeah, pretty cool. Cool teacher too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like a temp. He was a temporary music teacher. He was there for like 6 months and then off again. And I was once I heard that he was a Game Boy or a gamer, I was like talking to him all the time about games. Hey,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, cool dude.
Nice, man. Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you been playing, mate? What have you finished?
All right. So we were talking about how much I enjoyed Baldur's Gate last time,
Yep.
and I think I was sort of maybe at the start of Act 3 last episode. And, yeah, Act 3 is all in the town, and then you go to different locations, but it's sort of town centric.
Yep.
Um, some of the other acts and the quest lines end up becoming closed off, so it's kind of pushing you towards this big finale. Um, and in a weird way, I kind of agree with Dennis when he was talking about the storyline. I felt like it got a
Mm.
little fractured toward the end,
Mm-hmm.
and it forces you to make decisions that I didn't like how I was getting pigeonholed into making a decision. Um, and there's a couple of twists in there, and there's a couple of betrayals in there, and um, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is like a solid, I was calling it a 10 out of 10. Act 3 kind of brought me down a little bit. Uh, I'd say it's between a 9 and a 9.5 on reflection.
Wow.
Um, so if you want an isometric turn-based game, this is a must-play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it game of the year? Probably won't be. But yeah, I had a really good time, and my ending, I chose a really simplistic ending. There's so many different pathways you can choose, and
Right.
there was a couple of quest lines I didn't do for NPC players that I didn't spend any time in my party because you can only have 4 people.
Mm.
Um, so for the players I didn't play as, I deliberately didn't do their main ending quest line because I felt that I didn't want to spoil it if I come back and play with those characters in the party. So the characters that I went through with the whole way, I got really really fleshed out endings for them, and it was a good outcome. And then the secondary party members, they kind of glossed over a little bit, which I was absolutely fine with because I didn't really know them that well. Because you
Yeah.
spend like 90 hours with these guys, you kind of relate to them, and you want to give them the best armor and weapons, and you want good things for them. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, I ended up a really simple ending. And I was happy with it. It was definitely a good ending. So yeah, great time with that.
Nice.
I jumped straight into um, the Soul
Mm.
Reaver 1 and 2 remaster. I always get confused between remaster and remake. It's definitely a remaster.
Okay.
real mixed bag, eh? I want to love it more than what I did.
Right.
um, so many things are right about it, and so many things are just right from the start. I was like, that feels rushed. That feels really rushed. Um, I mean, you get this magic, like whoever did the um physical production here. I can't even get it out of the damn packet. There we go. Whoever did the production, bang up job, like the marketing.
Yeah.
You get the standard the standard game plastic case, and then it comes with the
Ah,
steelbook,
nice. Yeah, very nice.
which a little weird. I just would have included the steelbook and not done you know what I mean? Like, anyway,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a two for one. Comes with a soundtrack,
Oh, cool.
and then you get like this really fleshed out. It's like 100-page storyboard and the booklet and
Wow.
or how all the modeling came about and all this cool stuff. So top marks to Aspire, the um, dev team, but they got rushed and
Mm.
there's missing content in there. I hadn't played Soul Reaver, the first one, much at all. And I was talking to one of the guys on Discord, and he's like, "Hey, they're missing a lot of shit. They're missing a lot of weapon glyphs. Uh, I think there's at least one boss that's missing, which means that his area is probably also missing as well. Um, and it's kind of weird because they talked about how they got rushed, and they talked about how they had to make cutbacks to the content. I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. Surely it was preventable because they still had all this extra stuff, and then they still talked about what they were missing. And I was like, I don't know. I felt like if you
Yeah.
had that time to do it, then tell the publisher to wait a fucking week because essentially we've waited like 20 something years for this, and now they've rushed it. Like,
Hmm.
they'll never do this again, you know what I mean? Like, or best case scenario, we're 80 and then they do this for PlayStation 10 or whatever the fuck it'll be, PlayStation
Yeah.
X. Um, we'll be
Yeah.
like, ah, yeah, fuck, get it right, you dogs.
Uh,
In between bloody pissing our pants at the bloody nursing home. But
well, yeah.
like it's just frustrating. You get these chances for a remake, a remaster, a redo, and it gets rushed. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just like stop the production line or stop the schedule. Um, wear the hit if you have to. If you can afford to wear the hit, wear it because all we got now is the memory of a game that's it's good to great, but it's not. I don't know. Like, I probably would never play it again now. Like, I've just kind
Hmm.
of fucked it.
Oh,
And
man.
like, don't get me wrong, there's some really cool shit here. Like, they've got a mode in here so you can switch between original graphics and on the revamped graphics, and you can do it on the fly. So you can be watching a cutscene and you press I think it's like the L, the R3 button, and then you get to see the original.
Hmm.
um, so I deliberately
That's cool.
played a fair bit of the game as it looked like on the PS1. And then I'd switch to the new graphics and just so I could see what they did. Um, and it's good of them to put in Soul Reaver 2 as well. Soul Reaver 2 is a pretty short game.
Hmm.
It's a lot more linear, but there's a lot of backtracking in it. Like I did Soul Reaver 2 in 1 or 2 days, I think. We're talking like a matter of hours for that whole game.
Oh, wow.
Cool puzzles. Yeah, really cool puzzles. If you don't know what you're doing, you can get stuck in these temples for ages. Like, they
Hmm.
always revolve around pushing beams of light through temples and then like bouncing it off mirrors and filling chalices with blood, and then the
Oh,
chalice opens a new pathway, and you know,
lovely.
um, you get to go out. Say again.
Lovely. Filling chalices with blood?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, there's vampires and vampire hunters, and
Ah, yeah.
And the storyline's pretty cool. The talent, voice acting, now that is like undisputedly 10 out of 10.
Right.
The acting and the I guess just whoever storyboarded the plot, uh, they must have done several takes on it because there's so many twists in there, and um, this is like game 2 and 3 out of the Legacy of Kain series. So it kicks
Mm.
off after Blood Omen, the first one, and then you've got Blood Omen 2, and then Defiance is the final one. And then there's a new one, Ascendance, I think, is they're coming out with, but it's copped a smashing from the critics, hey, or from the fans, I should say, not even the critics. Um, I don't know if I'll get the new one coming out. It sounds like they got a bunch of bloody monkeys to write it who didn't even play the originals. Like it sounds like they've just absolutely fucked it.
Right.
Um, so yeah, it's I don't know. It's worth a spin, but if you hadn't played the original and if you weren't a fan of the original, I think people just find it really frustrating.
Mm.
The jumping and depth perception is really PS1 clunky.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know, that bit's not great. But yeah, it's so I'm kind of I don't even know how to rate it. If it was on its own merits, it's kind of like a 7.
Right.
So
Mm. Not terrible.
okay, it's good. Yeah, it's a good game because it's a greater picture, and I played the majority of it back in the day, like the series. I'm kind of thinking an 8. It could have been a 9, but they
Yeah.
just I don't know. Yeah. So anyhow,
Mm.
so yeah, I did a little bit of Smash TV for a bit. That's back
Nice.
on the bench. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll never be done with it until I'm
Till you
completely maxed it.
get the
Um,
40 million, mate.
yeah, cop that, Rob. He'll be
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Oh man. Um, and then I went to the first Berserker Kazan. Dude, I bought this last year. I scoured the marketplace and eBay and the shops, and I was like, I don't want to pay retail on this, but I do want it. Um, so I bought this. I drove like Southside somewhere for ages to buy this game, um, and then I finally played it because I went through a run of Soulsborne games last year, and I was like, I don't want to put it on to the end of a busy year's worth. I want
Mm.
to have a break from stuff and then do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I've been playing it just over 3 weeks. About maybe 2 hours from endgame. 60 hours. It's a surprisingly big Soulsborne game.
Mm.
And I've been trying to do all the little bonus things in there, and geez, I had a good time. I
Looks cool.
thoroughly recommend this game.
Yeah, wow.
It's cell shaded, like kind of high graphic, dark, sort of cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the visuals are stunning. Hey, it moves really fast. It's smooth. The combat's like you'd be struggling to find a better game with the a Soulsborne combat engine. Like it's just so dynamic. Hey, and
Mm.
uh, the weapon upgrades, the skill tree paths. You can like dynamically assign your skill points to any of the weapon vocations because you get three main weapons and a projectile, and then
Right.
you have like a common tree for like blocking, dodging. You get a.
So
It's not a
once
massive spoiler, but you basically.
once you
Sorry, you
assign
go.
your when you say dynamically assign your upgrades or your points, that means you can just once you assign it,
Yep.
it's not stuck. You can change it at any time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So the you get like skill vocation points. So the more you fight, the better your combat skills get, and then you
Mm.
put them into the skill tree, as well as you have like a more of a traditional leveling up system,
Mm.
where you upgrade his actual statistics. the statistic assignment is semi locked in. Like you can unlock them with a gem, but you have to, you know, pay for the gems. They're not crazy expensive though.
Okay.
But yeah, a few times I've changed. A few times I've changed his rollout, and a few times I've changed his spec. If I'm fighting a boss and I want to put heavier armor on, but I want to keep my, um, like my what's the word?
Speed,
I want to
agility.
keep his flexibility
Mm.
up, so I can move at full speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a reroll on his strength, which lets him equip heavier armor, and then I'll get past that sticking point, and then I'll go back to doing a like a dexterity build, which is typically what I play as. So I usually do a high dex, high endurance build, so I
Okay.
can hit him a lot, keep my armor light, and move around a lot.
Mm.
I'm not a big fan of blocking, so I rarely parry and I rarely block. I mainly just dodge roll, and you have like what they call a blink roll, and essentially if you dodge at the split second before you get hit, um, you'll get like a shadow image, and then you do actually do damage against the enemy for moving at that split second.
Oh wow.
So they're all skill tree perks you unlock as you go. Uh, the projectile he's got is brilliant. You can upgrade that so that if you hit him in their weak spot, their vulnerable spot, you'll get a point back. So you can like just keep throwing javelin spears at these guys, and
Mm-hmm.
got my favorite weapon, the spear. Spear games are I like spear weapons are pretty rare in these games. Hey, like Neo 2 had a spear. I can't remember if the first one did,
Mm.
but typically it's like sword, battle axe, hammer, mace, all your different like Eastern swords. But spears are pretty rare. Hey, so as soon as I saw spear, I was like, oh, I'm fucking locking that in. Favorite
Mm.
weapon, eh?
Cool.
Um, so yeah, so and yeah, I'm having such a good time of it. I haven't had to do any level grinding at all. I have equipped armor sets that will give him a slightly higher yield from killing stuff. So I use that to offset any sort of areas where I'm a bit underleveled.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can equip armor in as part of a full set or a subset, and it shows you if you have say two armor pieces, you get these additional passive perks, or if you have all six armor pieces, you get the full complement of perks. Uh, so I'll like do two different split sets. Like for example, one set will give me 90% damage penetration. So even if they block, I'm hitting them for 90% of an unblocked damage.
Mm.
And then I've got a swift attack multiplier or a swift attack plus 20% bonus. So I've gone for this light spear build that just does massive damage with a high endurance. So I can hit them like maybe 9, 10 times before I have to have a break. Um,
Wow. Nice.
I've also got yeah, and some of the spear perks too. You can smash them so it'll flip them around so they're doing 180, and then you can do double damage or extra damage while they're behind, and then when they turn around, I can hit them again so they're behind again. So you can do juggling in here as well. And that's just like partial tree on the spear build. Like you could do the longsword build or the dual axe build, and you can do like vertical whirlwind cyclone attacks, and it's
Mm.
brilliant, man. Like yeah,
Awesome,
so
dude.
combat, yeah, combat is yeah, I'd say it's on parallel with the best series. World build and world design. Really good to great, little bit limited compared to say Wu Chang. Not quite as brilliant. Doesn't quite have the complexity of Bloodborne's level design. Still fucking solid though. So yeah, highly recommend Kazan. I've got to play through twice, I believe, to get the platinum. I'm doing all the tougher stuff now, like not summoning an NPC into boss battles. There's a trophy for soloing the whole game, so
Okay.
I'm probably 2 or 3 hours away from getting that. Little hidden extras and little soul stones you've got to destroy. That's another trophy. So I'm doing all those niggly things.
Yep.
You also have a compendium for all the enemies in the game, and there's bonus trophies and bonus armor sets for beating certain enemies in a certain way.
Okay.
Some of those are really challenging. Hey, so I've got about 3 of those to go, and then I think I've got all those. So yeah, great game.
Nice.
Hey, so easy to spend 50, 60 hours on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, nice. So you
So yeah,
try to
that's
platinum it?
yeah. I think it's doable.
Nice.
I have a hunch there's going to be a hidden boss at the end, and it's going to be a doozy.
Mm.
I'll be able to tell you about it next episode, but I reckon it's going to be
Yeah, looking
it's going
forward
to
to
be
hearing
a
it.
maybe a yeah, it'll be a solid few hours. I just get the feeling it's going to be like the bonus boss on Black Myth Wukong, who was just devastatingly difficult.
Did you beat
Yeah,
it?
we'll see how we go.
The boss on Black
Yeah,
Myth did it? Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
that was that one where I was saying it was. That's what I was saying that the cheese for the boss was stupidly tough. You had to like
Mm.
respec your dude completely, and then learn a very specific pattern to do the cheese. So it wasn't even really a cheese because you had to like do all this stupid shit, and the cheese took me hours to get it. Like, yeah, really tough, eh?
It's not a cheese then, is it? It's a tough tactic, I guess.
Yeah. And that was like the best of the strategies I looked at because I was like, man, I can't beat this dude. He's just
Mm.
fucking short of overspecking my character for 5 hours and making it a ridiculous cakewalk. Like, I didn't want to do that.
Mm.
So I had to I had to look up a strategy because I was like, this guy kicks my fucking ass every time, eh?
Oh man.
So yeah, we'll see. See how we go.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm fading here. I've got to try to stay energetic.
Oh, dude, we
it's
could
starting to.
we can do a new. I was gonna say we could do a new pickups and then make that a call that a day and then come back to our
Mm.
unique topic episode if you want.
See how we go. I think if we do the unique topic stuff, it's hard to fit those into a normal episode because we usually have a lot of other stuff to talk about, you know?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
it ends up becoming a 3 hour episode, which is okay. Some
yeah,
people
for
don't
sure.
mind that, but I think generally 2 hours
Yeah,
or less is good. Um, yeah. But yeah, we'll keep going. I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
I've got a couple of pickups. So first one is
Yep.
because we've got uh, Australian Classic Console Champs coming up at BPAC in July. I should probably look at the date. Uh, so the dates for that are 17th to 21st of June. But the Australian Classic Console Champ specifically schedule and events. Sorry, guys. It is 10 a.m. on the Thursday, the 18th. Qualifying is at 10 a.m. and then finals at 2 p.m. One of the games is Gangster Town for the Sega Master System, not the Super Master System. And we needed one of these guys for it, which is sort of getting
Yeah.
blurred out by my background. But yeah, Sega,
Big black one. Yep.
big black gun. Let me turn that filter off for a sec. It's filtering me out. Video background. None. Don't need that on. Bloody treadmill in the background. Yeah, good condition.
Yeah.
I got that from retrosales.com.au, I think. And I just saw it was like the last one left because I had looked on there maybe a week before and they had none in stock. And I looked again and it was like 40 something bucks. And I think it had a certain percentage off because they're not that easy to find, man. And there
Yeah.
was somebody selling one that I think they said it was like untested, so no guarantee it worked for like $50 or something on marketplace. But Yeah, so another light gun to add to the collection, and we'll use that at ACCC. And it looks like a fun game, Gangster Town. Fun little light gun game. And then the next pickup, JM's favorite game, The Last of Us Part One. He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played through
Uh,
it on PS3. I've played through it on PS4 when it was Last of Us
wow.
remastered, and then this is
Yeah.
actually like a remake where they've made it from the ground up. Um,
Well, I tried to get it right.
Mate, it was perfect already.
That was just like, what?
Excuse me.
I should call it third time's a charm.
Yeah. They'll probably release it again, mate, at some point. That's the
Yeah.
third time they've released it.
Oh, look, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. There's far worse games than that. It's
Oh
just,
yeah,
you know,
not for you,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah. So I traded in a bunch of games at CEX for a secondhand copy of that. Yeah, that's my pickups, man. I look forward to playing
yeah,
that
sweet man.
in like I think it runs pretty well. Um, I'm considering getting a PS5 Pro at some point, but I don't think the difference is that big. But hopefully it runs at like
Yeah,
1080p and 60 frames.
yep.
Yeah.
I nearly when I got the PS5, I nearly got the Pro. I mean, I arguably should have because they were heavily on sale. Like I think it was like 200 to 300 off.
Mm.
Um, but I had to get a new TV at the same time, so well within the ballpark, and I was like, oh look, this is like the TV was maybe 2,500 or something, and then with the
Whoa.
PlayStation and then games, I was like, yeah, it adds up. It's rapidly getting into the thousands, so I was like, PS5 is going to be great. I
Yeah.
might look at the Pro later on. I might not. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a real mixed bag, pretty widespread here.
Oh, love
So
love a wide spread, mate. Show us
yeah,
what's in the middle.
yeah, who doesn't, eh? Who doesn't love a widespread? Yeah. So I read on Facebook that the guy I nearly said the guy behind Billy and Jimmy, but he's
Mm.
not. The guy who created Double Dragon, I think he passed away recently.
Oh,
I
right.
think he was also the same guy that did River City Rampage as well.
Mm.
So I missed out on a lot of that because I didn't have a Nintendo and limited access to arcade. But anyway, I thought, what could I get that's out there? And I'll look at Super Famicom. I'll see what's out there. So I ended up getting this
Mm.
Kunigo Kun, um, which I think is a kind of a sequel or a non-sequential
Yeah.
addition to the River City Rampage story. Maybe I could be
Yeah.
getting that wrong. Um, it's fully in Japanese. I got no idea what they're saying, but
Mm.
there's plenty of playthroughs with an English patch on YouTube. I could arguably play along while I'm watching a little bit just to get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Had a quick game. It looks fun. You get experience from your fights as well, so you're kind of leveling up as you go. Uh, I'm assuming you're following this fella's adventures, um, and he's got his own gang. You run into these randoms who want to beat you up, and then you end up, jobbing them and stuff. Yeah, it was a fun little game. It was pretty cheap, all things considered, under $30. Yeah, good little
Nice.
pickup.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was one of those. It was one of those impulsive things. I was like, no sooner had finished reading that this guy died, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to see what's out there, and
Yeah. Re-
play something that this guy's made. Why not?"
yeah. Rest in
All right,
peace,
so we go from that.
Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right,
Yeah.
but
Oh, it's better than I could do. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
So we go
Wait,
from
I'm getting two different
you know.
names here. Yoshihisa
Okay.
Kishimoto and Mitsuhiro Yoshida. Which name? Who was it actually? Apparently Yoshihisa Kishimoto. I don't know why. Just Google.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, getting.
Maybe they'll jump in on the comments and go, "Hey, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. Okay. There
Screw
was
you
an
guys."
earlier
Yeah, keep
unrelated
my name
passing
wrong.
of Mitsuhiro Yoshida, a producer associated with a Miracle Kids version of the series. In 2022, over the
Okay.
primary creator of the classic Kunio-kun River City series is Yoshihisa Kishimoto. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
yeah, rest in peace, buddy.
We're
Made some
seeing,
awesome games.
yeah, we're seeing more and more of these iconic developers and
Hmm.
brainchild series guys. I mean, they're all moving on a little.
Yeah, getting old, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we go from great series and great times to possibly the shittest game in my Super Nintendo collection. But
Oh,
I love the movie. Yeah, I love the movie, so I was like, I got to get the game, and it was complete, and it wasn't expensive because it's a shit game, and it's made by our good buddies LJN, who always
oh,
make the shittest fucking games. So, Warlock,
oh. All right.
look how smooth it is. It's
That's
like
clean
no,
as
it's like
hell.
everyone played it once. Everyone played it once and went, "That's fucking dog shit."
Wow.
So
So it's really that bad, hey?
it's pretty bad, yeah. Um, it's kind of like this Harry Potter looking kid, and he's got like a very basic spell staff adventure. Uh, but I just remember the movie, and Julian Sands is a scary looking dude at the best of times, eh? So I just remember him um, looking like a bit of a dodgy
Mm.
character.
Yeah, right.
Manual's a little scrappier, but again, it was pretty cheap. Uh,
What are
you
we
know,
talking?
I just like
30,
the
40
nostalgic.
bucks?
Oh, not that cheap. Probably it might have been 60 something, I think.
Okay.
All up.
Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, you do far worse. I mean, again, that's not a brilliant game. Oh, and it
Mm.
came with that's right. It came with a little map
Oh,
here, a
which
little
poster?
poster. It is. Oh, I remember this one.
Shows your
A little bit
poster.
torn.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, old
that's a cool one.
DKC,
Yeah, that's a cool one.
and it's got you got better games on here too. Mana, Metroid. Yeah, not Uni Rally. Oh, you got to have soccer.
Oh, mate.
People are always
Soccer.
playing soccer on Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. That's all you hear about.
Super Punch Out.
Nice.
Oh, Tetris. Tetris? No, I must be pronouncing it wrong.
Tetris. Tetris on the Super
And
Nintendo
then
is, yeah, not my favorite.
yeah, not, and Game Boy. Game Boy is a double poster.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, where do you play with yours? That's a private question. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
on the shitter. Yeah,
yeah.
everyone did. That was a cool game. F1 race. I remember having that. I think I did have Donkey Kong Land as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Definitely had Mario Land 2. That was a great game.
There's
Oh,
six golden
Wario.
coins or whatever.
That was a belter, man.
Yeah, man.
Remember Wario?
Yeah, Wario Land. I finished
Really
that
big
at the
sprites, eh?
second one. Yeah. I think I finished the first and
Yeah.
second. I need to
Oh,
finish the third and fourth
right. I've
Wario
only
Lands.
played the first one. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't remember Killer Instinct. Jeez, I would have struggled, eh?
Yeah, it must have been
Oh,
a bit
maybe I
rough.
do remember it. Yeah, a bit like do you remember that Primal Rage game?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a hot mess on the old Game Boy, eh?
Mm.
Just nasty. Massive sprites, but just a sea of pale greys. And you're like, what the hell's going on here? And then I
Yeah.
remember playing that on the I was playing a mate on a link cable playing that game. That was that was pretty rough, eh?
Ugh.
Um,
Yeah.
like Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy easily was the best of
It's
the
actually not
fighters.
bad, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. You could actually you play it today and it still holds up.
Yeah, it was part of
All
Mike's
right, so
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat tournament at Netherworld until like the game, it just the link cable I think was maybe coming a bit loose during battle, so it was causing
Yeah.
issues with games having to be replayed. So he just pulled it out, but it was good while it lasted.
Okay. All right. Now this one's another. I really like the theme, and I love the dystopian uh sort of whole thing going on here. I'm a big fan of dystopian stuff. Like Shadowrun's one of my favorite games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
This game was always a bit clunky, and its sequels were a bit clunky, but I just couldn't not get it.
Mm.
Syndicate. Uh, it always felt like you weren't really sure what you were doing, and it just was. It's an isometric
Never
top
heard of it,
down,
dude.
and you
Oh,
essentially. What's that? Sorry.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's you basically like, well, you belong to a crime syndicate or you're a hired gun, and
Mm.
you're trying to dominate these patches of land or this turf. So you're going around uh, killing the enemy, and I think there's also a coercion element to it, and you can intimidate people and stuff like that.
Mm.
Um, but it's a little bit clunky in the AI or the enemy will just like try and steamroll you all the time, and you got to be a
Mm.
little tactical about how you enter into the screen because I'll just like shoot you, and you got to look after your team members. It's not terrible by any means, but it kind of I don't know how well it translated to Super Nintendo.
Mm.
By the time you kind of look at your screen, it's so there's your map there and all your different zones you're trying to you know effectively aim. Um,
Yep.
and you could buy weapon upgrades and maybe armor. I can't remember. Uh, I've got to spend more time on it.
Yeah.
But again, it was I think it was right on around $100. Not cheap,
Not bad. Box
not
game.
crazy expensive.
Kind of rare, I would think.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, it's there's copies around. This one was like really, really good condition. Uh,
Yeah.
like yeah, it's like got barely any sign at all. It's got just enough that it's legitimate. But yeah, someone's bought it, played it. Had the little kept the little plastic inner on it. The wrap. Um,
Nice.
yeah, great condition. Yeah, so that's my Super Nintendo haul. Then mixing it up. I used to own this, and then I bloody sold it only I don't know 10 years ago.
Mm.
Sort of Manor Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
Really cool game. Now I could be wrong, but this is really, really similar, I believe, to Secret of Mana 2, in that you have two selectable characters. Uh,
Okay.
Honestly, couldn't tell you if it's the same. I don't know if it's the same storyline or same plot line, or if they've just made it. They used to do those advanced versions, and it was really similar but slightly different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got this from a dude that just sort of lived, I don't know, 10 minutes away, and it's in really good condition.
That is nice.
And well well under street value, like beautiful graphics, hey, and just fun leveling up, like just you know you sort of you pick a
Mm.
vocation and then you level up, like your weapon choices in that vocation or your magic, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I remember finishing it. I finished it when I had it, and then I don't know, just sold it.
Yeah.
uh Also, yeah, I did that with a few Game Boy Advance games, and really regretted it. Like I had Metroid Fusion,
Mm.
sold that. I think I had Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. I think I seem
Mm.
to remember it. Yeah, they're spewing about
No,
that.
there you go.
So
Oh
yeah, that
well.
was my Game Boy picker. Then
Nice.
we were talking about this a few episodes ago.
Oh yeah.
Metal Gear Rising, yeah, yeah, yeah. I hadn't even heard it until the start of this year. Uh,
Yeah. Right.
so yeah, pretty pretty cheap, eh? Like I think that was like $45 or something. Uh,
Not bad.
Manual's bloody good condition, yeah. I'm glad there is a manual. It's a little these PlayStation 3 manuals, hey, they really dropped the ball, didn't they? That was like the start of the end for
Yeah, there
printed production.
wasn't much in them, and they didn't care about them really.
Yeah, I don't know where we went wrong. Hey, like who sold the concept that people aren't interested in, that we shouldn't be running printing presses for this stuff?
I don't know,
You know
eh?
what I mean? It definitely didn't come from. It didn't come from us.
Nah, I just think a
I
lot
think
of
it
people
kind
didn't
of.
care, and if they could get away with it
Yeah,
not doing it, then they would.
yeah,
It saves them money,
and
right?
I do stuff like yeah, but I mean, it's not like we wouldn't pay for it. I'd if they had like pay $5 more for the manual or pay $10 more for the manual, you'd do it every time.
Yeah,
And I do like the inner artwork and stuff. So
that is cool.
it's like, oh, yeah, I just I don't know. It's definitely a mistake that we moved in that direction. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes it pretty special
So I
these
got
days,
that.
eh? When you get a modern release that has a manual, it's cool.
Yeah. I just feel like it's a shame that it has to be a special edition. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, why isn't it? Why isn't it in everything?
yeah.
Uh, and then I picked up Enchanted Arms for
Hmm.
PS3, which this was like something stupid like $12.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a another From Software game.
Oh
Um,
wow, early release
yeah, yeah.
on the
So
PS3.
they had Ubisoft
Hmm.
do a lot of the legwork, I think, back in the day. Because I got a few games that got Ubisoft as I'm guessing as a publisher. Um, yeah, so this one, I don't think it was particularly a standout title, but
Hmm.
it's From Software and it was $12. I'm like, I'm going to get it.
Yeah,
um,
just
and
even
then
if it's shit, it's interesting to see what it's like.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's got to be better than half the shit that was on PS3. It has to be. Um, and then my last one
Wouldn't be better than The Last of Us.
was well,
Fuck off.
my last one, Final Fantasy Tactics. Now I wasn't
Cool.
going to get this because I thought this was a remake of Tactics on the Game Boy Advance, which was really a very kidsy,
Hmm.
kind of cartoonish and kind of fucking boring game.
Hmm.
All I remember doing in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance was uh, you had all the little Moogles and you had to level them up, and then there was this kind of like a sort of a teenagey plot line. And
Hmm.
I honestly had no idea what I was supposed to be doing, but I just was leveling up these Moogles, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of a bit flat, hey. But I ended up reading, thankfully, that that was Tactics Advance, which is not what this is, or Final Fantasy Tactics wasn't the same as Advance. Advance was a lower age demographic spin-off, I guess.
Right.
So this game isn't that, thankfully.
Okay.
And I got it for like, I think it was $49. I think it was like a JB
Right.
sale for Easter.
But it's
It's
not.
49 or 59, but I was,
It's a new game. It's not a new game. It's a re-release of something, isn't it?
it, uh,
Or is it new?
yeah, it, I'm not really not sure. Uh, it could be a remaster. Remake. It could be a remake. Oh, this is called a remake, I think. Someone
Okay.
correct us, please.
I'm just googling it
But,
quickly.
yeah,
Uh, oh, the Ivalis Chronicles.
yeah, yeah, yep,
Hmm. Yeah, just
yeah.
checking it out. I'm not sure.
I think it is. Well, it's got the same name. It'd be weird
It's
if it was not.
$59 currently at JB. It's on special.
Yeah, can't get
Uh,
wrong with that.
I think it's the genre defining tactical RPG makes its long awaited return. I think it's just a new game, like
Right.
a sequel
Okay.
in the Tactics series. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. No,
That's right.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a game you can kind of chip away at, you know.
Father.
Yeah.
It's
Just
out
to
for
take a
the
look at
Father.
the
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of
Yeah.
subterfuge and conflict?
Yeah, it looks kind of retro style. Looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of turn-based RPGs, you know, and you work on your characters and if
Mm.
they have like a if they got like an AP system where you're passively learning new magic or new abilities as you fight, and
Mm-hmm.
then that way you don't mind grinding away a little bit to learn new stuff.
Yeah.
So like the Final Fantasy 9 system was brilliant. Hey, you could learn multiple extra attacks or traits or abilities as you play, and then the more you level up, the more you can passively learn at the same time. So
Mm.
you could be working on your, I don't know, level 2 fire attack, and then there could be a steel mechanic, or there could be a block mechanic, and you'd just be like working your characters, and you'd have like 5 or 6 of those going at the same time, and then you'd run a couple of those players for 5, 10 hours, and you'd switch back to some of your weaker characters and build them up. And
Mm.
yeah, I could play
That's
that sort
cool.
of stuff any day of the week. Hey,
Yeah,
really
nice.
rewarding. Yeah,
Cool, man.
yeah. So yeah, really happy with that spread. You know, like
Oh,
I
that's
keep
pr-
thinking,
I was pretty
I
happy
keep
with your
thinking,
spread too, mate. Mm. Good
oh, it was
spread.
yeah, good spread.
Juicy spread.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, hell yeah, big spread. Like
Oof.
a lot of years in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many years in the old spread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
90s through to 2025. Yeah.
not bad.
35 years of spreading. Yeah. Oof.
Oh baby.
Um,
Yeah. So what's
yeah,
on
I
your
keep
You go.
I keep saying I keep thinking I've ran out of little um games like especially on Super Nintendo. I'm like, oh, I think I've got the best of what's there, and then
Mm.
I stumbled on. I've got like a few that I'm working on the pricing on. Just playing them on eBay, you know, just
Yeah.
monitoring.
Yeah.
So I've got another series. I don't want to drop the name yet. But I'm working on another series on Super Famicom. And then I was watching another SNES drunk video, and he has the best ideas, that guy. And during the video I was watching, he dropped another couple of titles. I was like, what are these ones? And then I looked at it and I went, oh, they're awesome. And then I remembered the series he's talking about. So I've hit the go button on a few of those. So
Mm.
I'll have those next episode, but I just keep finding them. So we're up to 100 and I've got about 151 SNES titles. Uh,
Well.
with another 7 in the bank, like ready to hit the button on.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's guaranteed to be another 20 or 30 out there that are really good as well that I still don't know about. There
It's
has to be,
crazy.
you know, like so I keep finding them. Yeah, it's a great little run, hey.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're buying them on generally just on eBay, boxed versions.
Yeah. Well, that River City one was on. Oh no, that was on eBay. Yeah, I thought it might have been Marketplace because the guy was just like, um, I
Mm.
could have driven there. Like he was like 5 minutes up the road, but I didn't know that until it came in. I was like, really? It's like I just looked at the suburb and I was like, bloody hell, he's just like just over there.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
So yeah, no, eBay's pretty good.
Mm.
You pay a little extra, but
It's convenient.
I don't know. It's like it's almost a one-stop shop, really. Like there's
Mm.
a bit of everything on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We were watching a SNES drunk video at Mike's, and there was a game that came up in that where I think you were like, "Oh, I got to get that." Do you remember which one it was?
Yeah. Iron something. Iron Commando? Is that something like that? I think.
Mm.
I'm on the fence about it. It did,
It was a beat 'em all, wasn't it?
on the scrutiny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Iron
on
Commando.
further scrutiny,
Yep.
it kind of a lot of people were like, yeah, it's not that well balanced. It's kind of frustrating in that it could have been so much better.
Hmm.
And that's kind of SNES beat 'em ups, unfortunately, in a lot of the cases. Like even Final Fight, they could only get so many sprites on the screen. I think 3 or something was the maximum. Um, so yeah, it's just the technology for beat 'em ups wasn't quite there. So you really got to be picky. Um, like games like,
Hmm.
I don't know, Captain Commando, not going to be great, hey. So
Yeah.
that might be
No.
an AliExpress special. 'Cause some of those games
Yeah.
are really expensive too, hey.
Well, it just having a Google, it looks like it was scheduled to be released in Europe by Sony. Then Sony wanted to focus on the
Yeah,
PlayStation, so it didn't get released. So I think it might be a Japan only title.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's
yeah. I'd say
why
so.
it would be
Yep.
expensive. Yeah. Oh, there was a re-release for worldwide in 2017. So someone did something. Pico Interactive got the
Okay.
rights in 2016, and then Blaze Pro also produced a reproduction cartridge for the Super Famicom version for the Japanese market during the same
Yep.
year. Yeah, right. Interesting. You have to give it a bash on the
Some of those,
flash card.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of those, Japan only titles, they're really expensive. Hey,
Hmm.
and I don't even know what's causing that to happen. Like, I think there's a lot of buying up going on. Because when I see the copies, it's not like they're rare. There's a lot of them, but they're all like $200-300. And
Yeah.
some of these ones I've been looking at this week, they're like 300-400, and I was like, oh, and that's just for the cartridge. I was like,
Yeah.
that's ludicrous, hey?
Being a country or a region exclusive, it makes sense that it's more expensive. But yeah, that's a bit nuts. When there's lots of copies, it shouldn't be that much. They're hoping that the
Yeah, I think that.
people who collect from the rest of the world will pay it because they don't have another option. You know?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, they kind of do. I think that's the problem, eh? Um,
Well, yeah, you can always play it on a flash
yeah,
card and go the dirty AliExpress copy.
yeah, the dirty alley. Yeah, I had
Oof.
a I had a mate in Japan I was talking to for ages who he's a store owner, and I was talking to him for about a year, and he went game shopping for me, and he's like, I can't get a great price for you. There are no great prices for some of these games. They're all like
Mm,
$50, $60. I think stuff like Super Double Dragon, he was like, it's just not expensive, but it's just at this price now. Like, I
mm,
go to this little vendor in this little town and it's the same, or if I go into the city, it's the same, or if I go to another island, it's the same. Like, I was like, oh, I appreciate you sourcing them for me. If you can't get them, no one can get them.
yeah,
So,
wow. That's
yeah,
cool.
that's where we're
Had
at.
a contact. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's a top guy. I haven't heard from him for a few months. He was trying to get a physical and he was just saying how expensive and difficult it is to get actual land.
Mm-hmm.
A bit like Yakuza Zero, I guess. Everyone's
Yeah,
fighting for these little tiny strips of land.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think he was selling them out of his house or something, and then he had an assistant who would help him source the games and clean the consoles and stuff. Um,
Ah,
yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. Eh?
nice.
Yeah, I think I think he was using Google Translate or something, and
Yeah,
he
probably.
the translation was really good. I legitimately thought he was typing it each time, but I think toward the end he said something about, "Oh, I don't think this translation's quite right," and I was like, "Mate, if you've been using a machine the whole time, it's really impressive that it's
Is it?
95% of the way there." Like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah. There's a translator called DeepL, Deepl, which is pretty good. and I think you can tell it like to be
Okay.
more casual and stuff. So it sounds like a proper
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
I was trying to abbreviate or hyphenate when I was messaging him to try
mm,
and so I wouldn't be misinterpreted. I'm not sure if that makes any difference or not, but yeah.
yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. Eh? Yeah. I think we'll keep that special topic for another time because it looks like it's going to be a pretty juicy one, and we don't want to rush it.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't
it.
have the energy to do another 2 hours. Not even close. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so, but let's talk about our wish lists. I've been thinking and wanting for a while Astrobot. It
Mhm.
holds its price very well. It's like generally around $80, and it is a fantastic game. I'm sure. I played Astro's Playroom on the PS5. Had a really good time with it. It's just a fun, pretty challenging, but nothing too hectic. Just platformer, and it makes really good use of like the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller, which is cool. Looking forward to getting that. I'll just bite the bullet at some point, or if it's on sale, I'll grab it. I don't need to get it now because I've got so much to play. There's no point in me buying it up for full price. And same with Ghost of Tsushima. I'll get the PS5 version. That game looks beautiful. I'd be keen to play that. Those are the two that I could think of. Did you
That's
play
the
Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah.
yeah. I got, it's really hard to sum up, to be honest.
Mm.
The world and the graphic engine and the combat is really, really like good to great to excellent,
Mm.
and it's kind of let down in these really weird areas, and the
Right.
letdowns are quite significant. Um,
Mm.
for example, oh no, I can't even say. I won't say it because I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
Um, it is. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it, but I don't know if you'd ever play it again once you finished it. I just can't.
Okay.
I uh I finished it and then it came with the DLC. I think I'm pretty sure it came with it. And I just didn't play it. I was just like,
All right.
I'm done with it. Like, yeah, they kind of maybe it was like a budget thing or maybe it was a yeah, I think it might have been a budget thing. I just don't know why you would build such a beautiful game and then there's just the limitations were just staring at me in the face the whole time. Like,
Mm.
so I just that and there's a reasonable amount of filler, and the filler starts off fun, and then you just like it becomes really really annoying,
Mm.
and I think I platinumed it, and in the end I was just doing it to get the platinum, and I was like I'm not even interested
Mm.
in that aspect, and then the combat just got way too easy. Um, But in terms of if you wanted to do a casual run and you're not worried about 100%ing it,
Yeah.
it's a great game. Like
Mm.
unequivocally a great game. Frustrating that it's not
Like a
you know,
masterpiece.
where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I look forward to
I don't think
having
it
a shot.
I don't think it deserves the accolades. So similar to The Last of Us. I can see why. I can see why it's got the accolade, but I
But
feel
yeah.
like the people who gave it that it kind of, I don't know. It all goes back to the Halo. It all goes back to that Haloism where it's kind of like,
Is
oh,
this
look at
what
all
you
this
want?
cool FPS on an Xbox, and it's like, um, I just feel like there are better examples out there that don't get the recognition, and that while those games are great, they're
Mm.
not in the echelon that they're talked about and revered in. That's why I have the
Yeah.
issue with them. It's not that they don't stand up to their own merit; it's the critical acclaim that's not deserved. That's how I feel about
Mm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
The critical
definitely,
acclaim is not
definitely get it and
always
play
accurate.
it.
Um,
I
yeah.
just feel like when everyone gets on the bandwagon,
Yeah.
I feel like half of these characters that come out of the woodwork and half of these companies and half of these rating systems, they're just jumping on the good times. Like it's a safe bet, right?
Mm.
If you've got Golden Joystick, you got bloody the shame that is IGN. If you've got, I don't know, some sort of a European Game Award conglomerate or something, if you've got all those companies going, this is the best, you
Mm.
can jump in as a small time reviewer and throw your 2 cents in and go, yeah, it's the best. It's a safe bet, and everyone's going to see that you're on there saying it's 10 out of 10. So I
Mm.
feel like they jump on the roll with these things uh, when they're a little bit too generous with that. I think. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. There'd definitely be some corruption around as well. Maybe some like paying off of these award uh,
Oh yeah,
organizations, and yeah, there'd be some weird shit happening there.
yeah.
But Last of Us is a
Oh
fantastic
man,
game.
that's
But
yeah.
what's what are you tracking, mate? What are you hoping to pick up?
All right. So I've got two of these Super Famicom games I was talking about.
Mm.
Ghost Chaser Denzei. That's how you say it. It's a
Yeah.
beat 'em up. I
Okay.
don't know. Oh, it was called the It's got an English equivalent. The something like the somethings, the outsiders, the protectors, the something or other. If you type that in, it'll come up with the English version of it. Um,
Mm.
so I'm having a look at that. It's pretty expensive to get. Um, so I think I might be
The
looking at old mate AliExpress.
Yeah, a sequel was released as Guardians in 1995, but the Ghost Chaser
Right.
Denzei is the Super Nintendo version of Denjin Makai, which was a beat 'em up, was an arcade game. But then once they released it on Super
Okay.
Nintendo, it was. But you're saying that was released for the Super Famicom?
I've just seen the PAL. Yeah, there's a
Yeah, it's
PAL version. I
different
just can't
name.
remember what it's called.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and then the Rushing Beat. Do you remember Rushing Beat series? It's also called Rival Turf. I think there's another one in the middle there. Is it Tough Enough or something like that? Um,
Okay.
Anyway, I'm looking at the Famicom version, and I'm looking at the third one, which is Rushing Beat Shura, if I'm even saying that right.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, they're not maybe not kind of Turtles in Time uh, S tier Super Nintendo beat 'em up,
Mm.
but from what I can gather, definitely worth a run. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, there was three games
And
in in that
that's
like
right. Yeah.
trio. Yeah, Brawl Brothers, Rival Turf, and the Peacekeepers, but they were called Rushing Beat 1, 2, and 3 in Japan, were they?
Oh right, Peacekeeper. Sorry, I was thinking that was the Ghost Chaser one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought I'll go the legitimate Shura PAL Peacekeepers. Um, that way I'm getting the 60 hertz full screen. It'll guaranteed be better, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's that expensive either. It's not crazy expensive anyway. So yeah.
Okay.
Um, and I'm always on the lookout for complete in box. I think I'm nearly done on the PAL complete in box. Like the few remaining ones are just getting too expensive now.
All right.
Um, so SFC complete in box is probably where I'm still looking. Uh,
Yeah.
having said having said that, some of those can escalate very quickly. Hey,
Yeah.
like I don't know, Castlevania 4 uh, is still expensive. No matter which region you get, it's an expensive title.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Castlevania games generally, hey, they seem to hold their value pretty
yeah,
well. Mate, Rushing Beat
except for
Shura looks pretty exy if you want it boxed.
oh yeah, no, yeah. I wouldn't go to the box on that one. Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
like 200-300.
Boxed, they're all like four,
Yeah,
6, but cart only 163
yeah,
is a seems like a decent price. 100
yeah.
111.
Well,
It's not too bad.
I locked in a cheap one. It was an Aussie seller. So yeah, I saw the price and I got at it. It's under
Yeah.
50% of those prices. So yeah,
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know if they. It was from a shop in Perth. It was like a retro, like general goods shop. And
Okay.
sometimes they're the ones where sometimes they just like $50, and you're like, okay, but it's worth 100 and something, you know.
Yeah.
So fuck
Like,
it.
fuck it. Get
Yeah,
rid of
I'm
it.
not going to tell them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Move it on. Who's going to play that shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they're
Um.
happy.
Yeah. And then on PS5, I'm tracking a few titles. They're actually nearly all on Marketplace. So Rise of the Ronin. Um,
Hmm.
that kind of doesn't review awesomely. I think it'll be all right. I love samurai, ninja, Japanese feudal era games, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it. It just
Yeah.
seemed like it kind of fell short a little bit. So if I can grab a copy for $40, I'll be on that. Silent Hill F, there's a copy for 60. I'm not. I'm a bit spent on the dosh at the moment. So if that's still there in 2 weeks, I'll jump on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I wasn't going to do it, but Elden Ring PS5. I haven't done the DLC of that, and I only did one of the endings, so I've got plenty of game left to try. So
Right.
yeah,
You loved Elden Ring,
I
though.
don't know when I'd. Uh, yes, yeah, I did. It's just too big to jump straight back into. Like
Mm.
as soon as I started playing it, I was like, I just don't know if you would ever play it again. Um, so
Right.
it's taken me 2.5 years to get back to a point where I feel like I might want to play it again. Um,
Right.
yeah, I just felt like because that was such a kitchen sink of a From Software title. The
Mm.
problem with that is it's like I don't know, your favorite band releases the best album they ever make. It's like where do you go from there? You
Yeah.
know, I, I kind of, I mean, I've gone more. I think that's more a concise, complete game. Elden Ring is like the biggest Soulsborne sandbox where it has all the elemental areas, all the bosses, all the structures, all the, you know, massive, crazy shit enemies. And it's kind of like, so, in some ways, it's too much.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. That was one of those sort of contested debate points where some people were like, "No, no, Elden Ring is the next evolution to Bloodborne." And I was like, "Nah, it's not. It's not an apples for apples. We're talking about two different things now." Um,
Right.
but it's unequivocally a masterpiece. But it's just kind of shoots itself in the foot a little bit by being so fucking enormous. I think that's the problem with it. But I do want
Yeah.
to see it on PS5.
So you played it on PS4 before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that was on a stock PS4, and it fair struggled, eh?
Right.
Not as bad, of course, as like Cyberpunk or something, but it still was
Yeah.
like, I'm playing on the lowest base level platform, and I don't mind, but I would like to see it on a PS5 because some of those backgrounds were breathtaking, like the scale.
Mm.
Like when you're looking at you got to climb up through this mountain pass range. I want to see what that looks like, and there's these massive gates and a huge elevator you go up. I want to see how that looks,
Yeah.
fully fleshed out. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, I know what you
but
mean.
yeah,
It's like a huge game and you've already played it. It's hard to want to just go through that again. Yeah.
and there's so much. I mean, you go down the rabbit hole in that game. Like I did the ending that had the most content, that required the most content. Um, One of those side quests was like 10 to 15 hours. Like it
Mm.
just kept going. Like it was like hard earned. 10 hours. It was, you know, like this massive underground section, and then you had to do NPC quest lines in a certain sequence, otherwise you stuffed it. And there's no reload because I'm not on the PS Plus or anything, so I can't save state or I can't load instances of my progress. So for those reasons, I was like, if I stuffed that thing, I would have been really pissed because, you know, it took me, I don't know, 80, 90 hours or something to get there. So if I do it again on PS5, I would choose a shorter ending and then roll that into the DLC.
Okay.
Probably start again. I don't think I'd do New Game Plus. I think I'm too far out of the loop. It's like 3 years to continue my build. I'd probably start a new build again. Probably end up very similar to the first build, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I think that covers it for what we're our wish lists. We'll chat about Arcade Wars, and I think we'll wrap it up. But you were playing Violence Fight last week. I've got the last month. I've got the scores up here. I'll share my screen. I'll do it properly. Why not? There we go.
So yeah, there was a Taito pre Street Fighter one-on-one fighting game. Kind of quirky, kind of fun, kind of shit. It had these. It was interesting. It reminded me of some of the quirkiness from Pit Fighter, which is a terrible fighting game. It had a little bit of on rails feel about it, like Street Smart, but definitely better than Street Smart. You pick one of four fighters. It was like a, I don't know, you kind of all American brawler. You had a Asian martial arts quicker guy. You had a big kind of a barroom brawler, beer gut dude, and then I think there was like a really quick black dude. So yeah, pretty mixed bag, and they all had their strengths and weaknesses. One of the cool things was you had a bonus. I think there were two bonus fights or bonus levels in between the fights, and you have to fight a you have to fight a tiger. And if you beat the tiger, yeah, you get to upgrade your stats on either your punches or your kicks.
Cool.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. That's a cool mechanic, eh?
Yeah, man. Not just beating
So
up a
yeah,
car for no reason like in Street Fighter.
yeah,
Which is
smashing
also
up an
cool.
animal. Yeah,
Yeah. Cut that.
yeah. So I ended up going the big fella with the beer gut, and I do these trailing double leg kicks, kind of like a fat man's haggo. So I'd be fighting the tiger, and I would wait a second or two, and then I'd like jump back and leave a trailing double leg kick, and the tiger would like smash into it.
Nice.
So I'd get the bonus, and then I'd put it towards, I don't know, his kicks or something. One of the levels is on like a flat plane, so you can't use vertical plane shifting. You have to fight like that, and the AI tries to like pressure you into a corner, and then it gets clumsy where you're kind of like kicking inside their hitbox, but you're kind of kicking or punching through, and of course they don't have that problem. They're smashing you to pieces, and you can't do anything. But yeah, it's clunky. It's like 1989, I think.
Okay.
If that was the best fighter at the time, you would gladly play it. Like it's still okay.
It's pre
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2, right? So.
Oh yeah, closer to Street Fighter 1.
Yeah, because
Street Fighter
2 was
1's still
early 90s. I can't remember when.
92, I think.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah,
been my guess.
something like that.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of like history never looked back after Street Fighter 2. Like that was the pinnacle. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay,
Even you know. Sorry, you go.
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say even the original Street Fighter 2. I mean, it's slow as shit, but it still
It's
was
still
like
good.
far and away years and years better than
Yeah.
Violence Fight.
Right. Yeah, going back to the original Street Fighter 2 now is you're just like, oh, hurry up. But I guess you get used to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jim Patzer, big 12 million score, nearly
Oh,
net 13, and but yeah,
yeah.
so he really helped his team big time. You guys came in
Yeah.
second.
I don't know.
Jim
I don't know if
Patzer
he
from
looped it.
Garcade.
I know prize money was going up massively each round, so it starts off like quite conservative, and then you're like earning $500,000 plus straight away. So it's possible he won CC'd it. I don't know if it loops and continues the score. I'm not sure.
Okay,
But yeah, he definitely worked out the technique. That's for sure.
what a beast.
Yeah.
Super Pang. I like Pang. I'm guessing Super Pang is also fun. You've got a million already, I think.
Yeah.
We're currently winning one up.
Yeah.
One
He's
up
my.
versus Underground Retrocade coming in third, and the Garcade coming in second currently.
Well, you got a score for that? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I do. Yeah,
1,093,080.
yeah, I was spewing on that because I got 1.35 or something, and then because we had it on 9 credits continuously, like on the default screen, like it wouldn't show the leaderboard, like it wouldn't show the high scoreboard, so I couldn't take the photo, and I was like, ah, anyway, very much beatable. You could get into the millions. Like we're still, amateurs at that with those
Mm.
scores.
Yeah, I'll have to give
Yeah,
it a
it's kind
shot.
of like,
I like Pang.
yeah, it's very much Pang with a fixed level start. The first one you can pick your country that you want to start in.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think you start in Asia. I'm pretty sure, and then you do a map's worth of level through Asia, and then says Asia completed, and I think you get 100K bonus or something at the end of that, and then you go on to the next major continent, which I think might be Russia, maybe. Um, yeah, we're sort of like, I don't know, maybe 18 screens in or something. There's plenty more game to go. I think there's 40 or 43 levels in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's I get impatient. Um, with waiting, and then I deliberately hit the dynamite and turn them all into little mini balls, and then
Mm.
die to it, and I go, why did I do that? Yeah, so I don't know. There's definitely a 2 million plus score waiting around the corner. Some of
Mm.
those levels, massive points. Say like one of those ones is like 200Ks worth of points just in one level. Like, yeah, it's huge.
Jeez.
And then the drops that come down the middle of the screen start getting into the 20, 30,000. And just like the first pang, we found a couple of bonus lives hidden in the blocks. And there's bonus fruit you can get in corners of the screens and stuff. And
Yeah.
you get these birds come into the middle of the screen. And if you trap them and shoot them all, you get a multiplier going up for every bird you kill. So I think it goes like, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. So you're looking at like 18,000 worth of points just there.
Okay.
So yeah, massive points to be found. I'd be surprised if Jim Patzer and the crew don't sort of hit 5 million. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Once they get going.
to be honest, last. I played it last Friday when I went in, and then that was it. So yeah, she was just not sort of getting enough practice in, to be honest. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Cool, man. No, I think that basically wraps it up. Um, if I can get some cranberries, mate. Everything's closed today, but I need to get some cranberry juice in me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty run down. We'll see how we go, but I'll try to get this episode out
You got
soon.
Yeah. I can say vitamin C definitely do the trick.
Yeah,
Any
we might
vitamin
have
C,
some around.
multivitamin.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I take a bunch of like vitamin supplements and stuff, but I don't think I take one for vitamin C. So I'll see if we have something.
Oh yes,
But yeah,
C's like
I'll
the
just have to chill out and play some games, I guess.
yeah yeah. I think I can't remember if it's vitamin C or iron. they work hand in hand. They essentially move fresh, nutrient-rich, oxygenated blood more efficiently around your body, which severely hampers the side effects and the duration of colds. So the quicker you can get the vitamin C in, you'll still get sick, but you'll knock it over a lot quicker.
Yeah, symptoms will be better. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'm just being soft and I'll be fine, but we'll see. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Well, at least you can do some gaming, eh?
Exactly. I don't mind being sick, to be honest, as long as it's not too bad, because it gives you an excuse to chill out and do nothing, which I like.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks, JM. Good episode, mate. That was fun.
Yeah, certainly is. Next episode should be an absolute bloody blockbuster. Gives me time to do a bit of research too, because it's got potential to be a deep dive.
Yeah.
So, see how we go.
We'll try to keep that one as we won't do as much talk about pickups and stuff. We'll have to make that part quick and then get onto the
This is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I saw one of the game titles, mate. That's a little teaser.
Yeah. So that's still the tip of the iceberg, right?
Yeah.
In terms of this topic, that's still just half of a deep dive.
Jeez. Could even be a two-parter.
Ooh. Double header, two-parter.
Yeah, we'll
Bloody
see.
hell.
We'll see. Cool. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Cheers, guys.
Cue
Have a good
music.
one.